welcome back to Crawfordjohn Valley. Today we're doing a run up the B740, which takes us from the A76 up to Crawfordjohn and up towards the M74 motorway. Nice little run, visually not very different from the Lead Hills that I did a video or two ago, and it's not quite such a nice day. Unfortunately, it's chopped it down for the last 10 days, so I've not been able to throw my leg over the bike or anything else for that matter, but hopefully we've got nice weather now. Well, so the forecaster says, right through till Sunday. Today is Thursday. 4 days. Just shut my top vent, my head's freezing. So temperature in May, at the end of May, it's the 30th of May, is 15 degrees. Traditionally, May's one of the best months in Scotland, but it's certainly not been. Ooh, a lot of rubbish on the road. It's certainly not been this year. So, news. Well, I seem to have picked up some more subscribers. This is wonderful. I honestly, seriously did not expect that anyone else would be interested in what I'm doing. As I've perhaps said before, I'm looking at doing some rides for my own amusement. My son decided that he wanted us to start a YouTube channel, us being, oops, skiddy, us being the fact that we go out on the bike together quite a lot. So I started the channel and some people have decided to come along, and that's absolutely wonderful. Those of you that have made comment and perhaps have your own YouTube channels, I'll link you down below. But welcome, one and all. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Oh my goodness, this road's falling to bits. So, other news, I've managed to sell my small bike. I had an ER6 which I used for commuting and general short runs, and it's a fantastic little bike for the town because it's narrow and filtering's a breeze with it. But I didn't use it anymore, so I'd rather somebody else got the benefit of it because it is in great condition. It's got loads of extras with it, and so a chap called Finlay from over in Fife has decided that it's the bike for him, so he's come and bought it. He's a guy who's coming back to motorcycling after a long break. He was a motorcyclist as a youngster, and I would say he's 50 or thereabouts. He's going to do his test and get back into biking, which is good. The more of us the better, I would suggest. So the bike's gone. Well, it's not gone, it's still sitting in my garage until he can arrange to pick it up, because obviously he doesn't have a licence as yet. So yeah, down to one bike. Actually, that's not totally true. I have something that I'm keeping as a little surprise, which will probably, woo, scary, which I'm keeping as a little surprise for perhaps some of the winter months. But for the most part, yeah, I'll be out on the GS and do the trips that I want to do. The weather has meant that I had planned to be, this month, have gone up to Perthshire. I, at one stage in my life, lived in Perth and in Pitlochry, and moved about quite a bit, and I was planning to take a kind of nostalgic trip up there, and there's some wonderful roads and things up there to go as well, but unfortunately the weather hasn't been cooperating. I think we've had 10 dry days in May in total, and we've had excuse me, at one stage we've had 2.5 inches of rain in one 24-hour period. It really has been pretty awful. So we'll take it's going to be a slow trip because the road conditions are pretty poor here, but I'll let you see the scenery. I can't put the drone up unfortunately because it's really quite a strong wind. I think we're looking at, according to the forecast anyway, about 30 mile an hour winds. Yeah, it is what it is. At least it's not chucking it down with rain. So this road, when my wife was learning to drive, I used to make her drive this road because you have to keep your wits about you. There's lots of corners, lots of sheep. There's quite often quite a lot of stones and things come off these steep hills to your left, so you've just got to watch it. So it's actually quite a good road for her to learn on. I had a Subaru Impreza WRX at the time, so probably not the best vehicle for her to learn to drive in, but she managed fine, and I'm going to claim it's testament to my good driving, that my good teaching, that she's turned out to be an excellent driver. Better than me, to be frank, but don't tell her I said that. So hopefully the road's going to improve from now. It seems to have done so. I think they've resurfaced this bit relatively recently. Maybe not. So other news, I'm trying to get a couple of trips in so that I can put some videos up, because I'm going on holiday for a fortnight off to Turkey. I've not been in Turkey in about 12 years, 13 years. So I'm looking forward to that, so I'll try and get some trips in and get them scheduled so that they come up while I'm away. One of the ones I want to do is the A708, so I did take you down the A701, which was the road between Dalkeith and Moffat, which is an excellent road. There is a better one, those in the know already know, but the 708 goes from Moffat to Selkirk, and it's a stonking road, lots of little twisties and that, and it's beautiful to look at as well. So I'll try and get that done before I go on holiday as well, because again it's just a wonderful run. Unfortunately I can't put the drone up anywhere really on that road because it was up the River Tweed excuse me again, and most of that's a nature reserve, and it's bird nesting time and things, so I'm not going to flout the rules anyway, but I'm certainly not going to do it when we're going to be disturbing nesting birds and things. Got to look after nature, and then nature can look after us as well. Stay still, lammies. Burning wood, smell of a wood fire, nothing like it. So up here we have a family barbecue every year. I do apologise, I've got a frog in my throat today. We have a family barbecue up here every year, and all the kids get together and get to play in the burn there, and it's really nice, really nice. But unfortunately there are some unsavoury characters come up here and leave loads of rubbish, but worse, they leave or they come up and drink and smash all the bottles and leave lots of broken glass. I just don't understand the mentality of some people sometimes, but it means that you've really got to watch where you go for the kids. There we go, the view's opening up to the wind farm there. You'll hear the wind no doubt on the microphone. There's very little I can do about that. I should be generating lots of power today in this wind. Isn't this lovely? Once again, not much traffic on the road. Holiday season hasn't started yet, and as I said earlier, it's through the week and a work day. Those of you that still work, can't help feeling a little bit smug now that I've retired. I actually don't know how I managed to find time to actually work, because I've got so many things I do. But latterly I had cut it down to working just 3 days a week, 3 12-hour shifts, 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night. That was, and I found that hard going, but finally decided just to stop it completely. Having worked for local authorities for so many years, and the amazing pension fund that they had at that stage, you paid quite a lot into it obviously, but the benefit is there at the end, so it allowed me to be able to retire. Relatively comfortably, but you cut your cloth accordingly, downsize the car, that kind of thing. But the benefits in terms of life balance is just amazing. Beautiful. So those of you who are keen motorcyclists and like the challenge of nice twisty roads, this isn't a bad one. It's not one for going supersonic speeds, but it's nice. It lets you scrub off the flat spot in the middle of your back tyre if you're like me and used to run up and down the motorway to your work. And this, if memory serves, is Crawfordjohn. It always amuses me, it'll not amuse anybody else, but it always amuses me is that my ex-boss was called John Crawford, and quite often called him Crawfordjohn. Or just Crawford, which seems a bit rude. Oh, what's the alternative access? Don't know what road shut. Some kind of road shut, but I don't know if it's this one. Well, let's hope it's not this one. If it is, we'll just have to come back. Well, there's a car, so that's a hopeful sign, unless he's gone up and found that it's shut as well. See the motorway up ahead. Nice little ribbon of tarmac. There we are. So this is us back onto what was the old main road before they built the motorway. So what I want to do from here is go along and go back down the 11-foot road. I'm just going to pull in here and pause you for a little minute. Okay, we're back. I just needed to adjust my helmet strap. It was digging in and annoying me. Morning, General. So this is the old main road. Hardly anything travels on it anymore. It's a great condition road because obviously it used to be the main road down south or going up north. But it will take us to Abingdon, onto Elvenfoot and then down Dalveen Pass. So I'll break the video there and I'll catch up with you again when we get to Dalveen Pass.